Hello, my name is Skyla Montgomery and I am an MFA student at the University of Georgia. I am also the writer and director of Beyond the Games. Beyond the Games is a 15-minute short thesis film set during the lead-up of the 1996 Atlanta Olympics. But behind the world stage and global celebration lies a much darker reality of untold stories. Before the 1996 Olympics, Atlanta saw widespread efforts to remove its homeless population away from public view. This included mass sweeps, arrest and imprisonment, and relocation in the form of bus therapy, a practice where you move individuals against their will and bus them to a different area in their state. My story follows Benny, a young black man who, like many, has no regard to the homeless community. Benny is young, part of the lower middle class, and he is educated. But after having a series of life-altering events, being recently denied a job due to discrimination and abandoned by his pregnant girlfriend, he falls into a night of despair. Benny paths intersects with George, an older homeless man who is a veteran. At first, Benny sees George as just another man on the street. But when Benny is mistakenly arrested during a police sweep and forced onto a bus meant to remove the homeless from the city, George becomes a guide of sorts and helps Benny see the world through a different lens. George's kindness, despite his own hardships, opens Benny's eyes to survival and the strength that a homeless community embodies every day. And through their unlikely bond, Benny has to confront his assumptions, his privilege, and the systemic neglect that the homeless community face. I have always been passionate about human stories, stories that are often overlooked or never told. My own experience being a Georgia native, that gave me a first-hand look at our homeless crisis, and that is what inspired me to make this story. You see, stories like Benny and George, they can spark empathy and give a voice to those who are often silenced. Although this film is set in Georgia, this is not just a Georgia issue. We see it worldwide, from London to Rio. And with California having one of the biggest homeless populations in the United States, my fear is that we'll see history repeat itself during the LA 2028 Olympics. This is why the story is so important, and we need your help to bring it to life. With your support, we'll be able to hire crew, cast talented actors, secure locations, and get essential equipment. Every dollar counts, and your contribution will help bring this story to the big screen. My mother has always instilled in me, you never know what someone is going through behind closed doors, so you might as well just be kind. This is something that I try to live by every day of my life. You see, we humans, we are all interconnected, and so is our communities. And I believe that empathy is the foundation of community. My hope is that Beyond the Games will spark empathy in each one of you and cause us all to have a bigger conversation about our homeless community. If you would like to join us, please follow us on our socials and donate to our crowdfunding page on Seed and Spark. Any support will help us bring the story to life. And if you want to get involved in your own communities, reach out to your local organizations and find out how you can get involved.